So basically, this is going to be about in America, And there's this case about Carmelo Anthony, As for this week itself, he's been found guilty for the murder of Henry Metcalf. And to be honest with you, whenever you have someone like him who is basically responsible for the murder of someone at a tent, whenever you murder someone, whenever you kill someone, you face the consequences, And honestly, when it comes to like Carmelo Anthony, who basically killed Henry Metcalf, the family of Henry Metcalf, a day later, ever since the murder, we're going through a hard time, We're going through a hard time because of what Carmelo has done, And this ungrateful person who killed someone deserves to be sent to prison for what he's done, And honestly, people are talking about it because it's not just that itself. I noticed that there are these people, the Carmelo Anthony supporters, they are crazy. They are literally crazy. They are mental, And to be honest with you, with the Carmelo Anthony supporters, these people are stupid. Like, I swear to God, these people are fucking stupid, Now, honestly, since this is a black family, not all black people out there are bad, okay? It's those out there who give other black people out there a bad name with disgusting behavior, okay? When you kill someone, you're responsible for the murder. And especially for the people out there who are the Somalians, who are black, who have committed fraud in America and wants to hate on America. You're crazy, okay? And especially whenever you have a Carmelo Anthony who actually has committed fraud. For this kind of bullshit. You will face the consequences for your own actions, And seriously, this kind of behavior needs to stop because when you kill someone, that's on you. When you kill someone, when you murder someone, when you destroy someone's life, that's on you. It's not on the court. It's not on people's lives. It's on you when you murder someone. And these Carmelo Anthony supporters are literally crazy. Because, for example, whenever they're actually outside demanding Carmelo Anthony to be free, they're losing their minds whenever he got a guilty verdict. They're not going to feel sorry for the family. They're not going to feel sorry for those who lost their son. Because whenever you bring a knife at a tent, what was going through your head when you brought that knife with your tent? What were you trying to achieve out of that exactly? Nothing. You took a life of a 17-year-old kid. You took a life of a 17-year-old. That guy had a whole future ahead of him, and you took his life away. He had a loving family. You were berating and tormenting over and over again ever since the father forgave Carmelo Anthony. And these people, man, in the black community, I'm not saying that all black people are that bad. I'm saying that whenever you have black people like Carmelo Anthony and the parents of Carmelo Anthony, especially when it's Don Lemon also included, and other people out there who are showing support towards the son. What was going through your head at the moment? Your son killed someone. Your son murdered someone. And honestly, people who are showing support and empathy towards a killer, but not going to show empathy and support towards someone who lost their son, are fucking deranged. Okay? And whenever you have the parents of Carmelo Anthony asking the Kobe doing a better job after everything, how about you do yourself a favor and do your job properly as a parent? How about that? Because you failed to be there for your son, and you failed to raise your son properly. You weren't even there for your son. So what are you talking about? You were using your son, and you didn't do your job properly as a parent. So what are you talking about? You want to say to people out there that they need to do their job properly? Do your job as properly, okay? Do your job. How about you do your job as a parent, raise your kid better, and not let him murder someone? And not to mention, you were having about like over $100,000. Where did the rest of the money go exactly? From the fundraiser. What happened to the money exactly? What happened to the money exactly? You used it. You didn't do yourself a favor of using your common sense. Because at the end of the day, you too, the parents of Carmelo Anthony, you were never there for your son. And you're going to say to people out there, they didn't do the job properly. You do your job properly as a parent. Okay? You need to be a responsible, decent parent, because this mess is on you also. Because you have failed to be there for your own kid. So don't you dare tell everyone out there that they failed when you as a parent haven't done your job properly as a parent. And the fact that you were not even there for the family who was going through a hard time when they lost their son. And you worry about your son. What about their son that they lost because of your son? Have you got any empathy for that? Any empathy at all? What about a single gram or a kilogram of empathy? What about that kind of empathy yourself? Because you don't even have any. I'm getting sick and tired of these people out there playing the race card and trying to justify this normal kind of abnormal kind of behavior, you know. It's not normal to kill someone and to basically show support towards the son. Because these people, man, in America, where you have these Carmelo Anthony supporters, these people are absolutely disgusting. Playing the race card, even the grandmother of the family saying racist, which is not true at all, okay? You're becoming so spoiled and entitled for everything at this moment. You got your Cadillac, I believe. You got your mansion. What more do you fucking want exactly? What about the family who lost their son? Who lost their loved ones? What about the family that lost their son? What about them? Because you failed to be there for them. You failed. Okay? You failed to be there for them, and you failed to do your job properly as a parent. And it's just sad, you know, it's just really sad that you have people out there who wants to normalize this kind of behavior and to justify it. No. When you kill someone, that's on you. When you murder someone, you do not get a second chance. Okay? to Carmelo Anthony and to the parents watching this and listening to this, you failed as a parent. You failed to do your job properly when it comes to stuff like this. And the look on Carmelo Anthony's face, oh my God, that was so goddamn funny. It was so funny to see him cry. And you're crying. You're crying because you've been found guilty and you've been given 35 years in prison, like a life in prison. And you're crying. What about the family that are crying because of your actions, Carmelo? Huh? Because I swear to God, with these people, these brain dead people who wants to like justify this kind of behavior and wants to play the race card. Oh, it's racist. It's because he's black. It's because we're an all-white court. Shut up. You're in America, the greatest country available. Okay? If I was in America, I would be settling and take my life seriously rather than do this kind of garbage nonsense that's happening because of this entire behavior, you know. And you're gonna say all this kind of stuff out of your mouth. Oh my God, Carmelo's been found guilty. Oh my God, he's innocent. It was self-defense. So you're telling me that the guy who brought a knife at a tent after he was told many times to leave, after those people are there who were just regular people who were not armed, you want to say that, Carmelo's innocent? Oh, self-defense. He was told many times to leave, but he didn't. And he's in this mess because of himself. And you people out there who decided to spend your time out of bed at a court where you want to jump around, where you want to make a lot of noises, making a fool of yourself. It's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing, you know. And honestly, it's not that's not the worst part about it, you know. When you have people who basically on social media making these disgusting posts on there, who want to do this to Henry Metcalf's grave, that's gone too far, you know. That's gone too far. And these AI generated images of these people doing that to a grave. Every single one of you fucking idiots needs to get a punch in the face. Because that is disgusting. It's literally disgusting behavior. That you want to do that to a person who died from a murderer. When someone killed him, you want to go to the murder victim. You want to go to the murder victim's grave and piss on it and shit on it. How low can you go? You idiot. I'm sorry your dad never loved you. I'm sorry your mom never loved you. I'm sorry you never had a normal life for yourself. I'm sorry that your life turned out shit. But at the end of the day, it doesn't mean you make the person who's going through a lot make their life shit. When your life is shit, you don't spend your time making their life shit when they got nothing to do with you. You stupid fucking moron. Oh my God, with these people. Oh my God. Why do you want to do that to his grave? Why do you want to do that to his memorial and his grave? His family's going through a lot. They're never going to be able to see his son come back. And these stupid, retarded piece of shit idiots who are pretending to be tough, who think they're acting tough, you're not acting tough. You're acting like a stupid moron who wants to do that to his grave. And it's just sad. It's just sad. We had this kind of behavior at Charlie Kirk's memorial. And guess what? What I noticed, whenever George Floyd died, you motherfucking piece of shit rioted, vandalizing statues, vandalizing the streets. Even in the UK, Winston Churchill's statue had been vandalized, called racist and this and that. Whenever he saved his country, you would have vandalized a statue. But whenever Charlie Kirk died, guess what happened? No riots, no violence. It was a peaceful protest. And I'm noticing this as well, you know. When George Floyd died, there was a riot. When Charlie Kirk died, there was no riot. And you fucking idiots who wants to riot and vandalize statues, you're fucking brain dead. So I hope you learn something from this. Be a decent human being. You're in a white country. Do better in life. Do better. Instead of playing the race card, instead of pretending that you're a victim of racism, when that's not the case. When Carmelo Anthony was got sent to prison for the murder, do better. Instead of playing the race card after you murder someone. Stupid idiots. Fuck all of you, man. And to Metcalf's family, you deserve better than this, okay? Every single one of you deserve better than this.